Hey everyone, Craig Reams here, back with another video. In this video I am going to show you some plucks. I mean, there's a bunch of tutorials out there, but I thought I'd just sort of finish up the series with covering the basis of making a pluck and some things you can do to change your sound, and little tricks that I use in my tracks to help the build up, so when you open that filter up it really creates some nice tension before you have the drop and whatnot. First thing I'm going to do is just put this up to 128. So all I've done is I've just got this little MIDI clip going in there, so you don't have to listen to me smashing around on the keyboard again, and it just sounds like this. So you get the picture there. So really what you want to do is you want to be working a lot with the envelopes on the filter, so it's just you get that nice little attack on the pluck, and then that's going to be sort of the basis for the sound. And then as you open up this filter, which controls obviously filter A and B, you're going to get that nice plucky sound, and then it will open up into sort of like a more of a pad sort of sound, and then create that nice tension. So first up, I'll just do a basic one. We'll just do one oscillator because I've already got the notes in as chords, so you can see down here it's playing chords. So first up, we'll go, and keeping everything else the same, we'll just go 4 voices and just make it a nice thick sort of sound there. I want it so as the filter opens up, we have that nice release and it makes the sound a lot bigger. We'll come over and we'll put the low pass filter on, add a little bit of drive there, and then we're going to pull the cutoff all the way down, add a little bit of resonance. We can play around with this once the sound is developed a little bit more. And then the main thing we're going to do is come along to here, cut off A, and you can add this in to about 3 o'clock position. I mean, you can play around with these until you get something that you like. And then straight away, that sounds pretty cool to me straight away. So, and then so that was super simple to do. We had some bit of drive, and then we can put the key track up. So there you go. It's something really nice and simple, but I think it's really effective, and I find that if you create synth sounds that you use the filter cutoff for, and then automate the filter cutoffs before drops or in a build up or something, it really helps add a little bit more to your track than just having same 16 bars or 32 bars of music and then a white noise sweep. If you're adding these all together, especially for stuff like progressive house and stuff like that, it really helps elevate your track a little bit more. I mean, that's just my opinion. So next up, we'll do something we can always copy, paste, pan these. So automatically you can see we get a lot more volume out of that, because obviously it's 2 oscillators, but we're really spreading it out because we've got a nice stereo spread. And just remember, we haven't put any effects on yet, so there's still a whole world of things to do in here. Next up, we can just come along and we can pull this down, and we'll, by double clicking, just puts it back to 0 again. It's a nice little square wave sound. And then we're going to change this to A and B, flip over to this side, and let's put this to a white noise up to 1, and put lots there, and and we'll change it to copy and paste. So they're the same. You can hear that white noise in, even though we've got a square wave, which is generally I've got it. It's not the full square; it's just slightly off there, so it's got nice attack on it. But when you open up the filter, it creates like its own white noise sweep. So that's one of the little tricks that I like to use. Obviously, you've really got to watch the levels and stuff like that, so you can pull this right down. But once you start putting stuff like compression and EQ and those sorts of things on the channel, you can really help tighten up the sound. I'm just sort of giving you the basis for what you can do. Again, we could copy, paste, bring them around. Again, that's just nice and big sound. Let's pull that back down to 0 again. Double click that to bring it back to 0. Let's try and think of one more. This one is playing chords and this one is just playing single notes. So let's go over to the single note one. And then we can bring that to the square wave again. That one there. We can, copy and paste. And then maybe bring this up to a 7th. And then you're creating your own chord within the synth. So if you're not really familiar with writing like chord progressions and stuff like that and what the notes are playing, this is a good way to do it. And then let's just so there's another little secret. Obviously you can just go and look on the internet and see what the if you were to change these notes to triads and stuff and dyads and stuff like that, you can really assist your writing the chord progressions. You can have it as minors and majors and stuff like that, and really help you move your tracks along without knowing how to generally be able to write on a piano like with the chord progressions. You can just do it all within the synth and use the oscillators to your advantage. So that's probably about it. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want any videos, you want to know any techniques and stuff like that, feel free to drop us a line. Yeah, as I said, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to head over to my Facebook page. There's lots of cool stuff just about to happen, so that's how you can keep up to date with that. And also, if you're new to that page and you click like, you can download, it will give you a link to download 10 remixes that I did. Also, don't forget to follow me on SoundCloud, always posting lots of new music up there and lots of free downloads, so you can keep up to date there. And until next time, see you later.